I have my other computer. It's playing, so I could hear myself a few minutes later. Great. Hey, welcome to Fired Up. Just me today, but if anybody wants to come and join me, Jeremiah, Allie, please do. I would love to have you on the show. I know the answer is no. Jeremiah, you only have to miss you for a few more days. You're going to be there Thursday. Kathy and I both really miss being there. It's so hard, man, not getting our dose of fire. There have been so few games, even on the road. There's not much. Kathy gets all nervous when they get behind and she leaves. So I'm all alone watching the game when we're down. All right. Hey, I wanted to talk about a few things. The first is we won, and that was pretty awesome against Seattle. Only 3 more sleeps. I don't know what that means. Only 3 more sleeps. I don't know. Okay. All right. Anyway, I thought it was a super fun win, and really, I stole my wife's late jersey because she was incredible, really. If you look at the stats, somehow, 3 more sleeps until the game. Now I get it. If you look at the stats, Late was 4 for 8, I believe, but she was 8 for 8 from the line. So if you consider that 4 made shots to get 8 points, then she's 8 for 12. And I think she's better than that because I think somewhere on 3-point plays. So just incredible production out of Late. And I talked a little bit a couple of weeks ago about how I looked at the stats between Late and Caitlin Clark her rookie year when she was also 22, and Olivia Miles and Paige Brickers, and looked at how they compared statistically. And it's pretty close. It's amazing how close Late this year. It's her second year, but she barely played last year. It's amazing how close she is to Caitlin Clark's numbers. Better shooting percentage, more points per 40 minutes than Caitlin Clark scored. So really, really, and she's getting better. You know, every week I think Late's getting better. So I think she's going to be quite a star for us for some time to come. Very pumped that we have somebody like that that's so young, can be with us so long, getting better all the time. So we got to talk boards for sure. You know, I watched some interviews like with Megan Gutsy Gustafson, who said that they practiced, they knew how to do it, and they bodied up, and the bigs took help from littles sneaking in while they were doing the box outs. And I thought that was great, but I mean, we've had okay rebounding games before, and then we go back. So to me, he said Sarama said he challenged them like weeks ago, 8 games ago, 10 games ago. So this is going to be it. This is, to me, can we do it against the Aces? Can we keep with the rebounds, or is it just that one game? Because we're going to need it if we're going to deal with all these road games we have coming up and all these really good teams that we're playing. Let's have a question about Asia. There it is. Allie already has that there. And that is Asia going to play? What do people think? I think that she's already missed a few, and she's probably going to play. Here's something really weird, though. I don't know. Maybe it makes me not a good fan, but I think I'm a really good fan. I can't decide whether I want to see Asia Wilson play more or have her not play more so the Fire have a better chance to win. And what would the win mean? Anyway, it would mean less, if we didn't have if we weren't winning against Asia. So I kind of think I want her to play because I want to win against her and I want to see her play. What do other people think about that? What else? I was saying that in the last game, I thought that uh, Carla had a fantastic game, and really, Gutsy Gustafson had a pretty good game. But other than that, really, it was just again that team effort where everybody rebounds. Incredible. That's the first time I can say everybody rebounds. I think Gustafson almost got a double double. She was one rebound short, but really, everybody contributed on the boards. Pretty great teamwork display. And one thing I would like to talk about is anybody an all-star on this team? Like none of them got enough votes to make the team, and it doesn't seem to me like I'm not upset about that. I don't know who I would drop from the players that did make the team to give us a spot. I just don't think we play that way. I don't think we play where we give one person the ball and say, go score like crazy for us. So it's going to be hard for us to get an all-star. Also, we're not as popular nationally as these other teams are. We're new. No one knows who the heck we are except us. And us voting alone aren't going to do it. So I think I'm not upset about not having an all-star. And I don't know that we're going to have one next year unless somebody just lights it up. And I think, there's some potential for that. I don't know if anybody noticed, but BC, when she scored in the second half, like maybe her last three shots, or at least three of the last 4 or 5, she was totally off balance, totally making crazy moves in order to get those points. She shot a 3 where she was like an immediate stop and shoot. She had a layup where she went like right through 3 defenders to get to the hoop and put it up. She did this turnaround fadeaway, incredible shot. Just amazing shooting. And I think she has that confidence. So I really think BC also can be incredibly special. And, of course, we have Barker, who had an off game, which is not good, but even an off game, toward the end of the game, she did some incredible things that we would not have won without her. Anyone see Skylar crashing out about being a bench player now? I don't know what that is. You have to give us, Allie, I need more. I need more. But I think that I like on our team when people get put on the bench, they just say, hey, I'm going to do it from the bench now, as opposed to complaining that they're not starters. Okay, so Jeremiah says, I don't think we're all-star caliber yet, but someday soon. We play team ball more. I'm also not upset about it either. I would think it's much more exciting watching team ball than one person kind of dominates. It's hard not to love this team, win or lose. Even when we lose, I'm super stoked. And it's so interesting because Sarama said that he's never been so happy about a loss when they lost that game against the Mystics in quadruple overtime. And I kind of felt the same way. It's not that I didn't want to win, but I really felt that it was totally okay to lose a game that you had so much heart in and had so many heroics. And I think it was fitting that Carla couldn't hit that last shot after she hit so many, because you can't do it forever. You can't do it forever. Who's not a starter? Skylar? Who's Skylar? What am I missing? Wow, everybody else knows. Big ego, social media. I don't even know who that is. All right. Oh, that's right. That's right. Now it all makes sense. I'm surprised she's not starting. She seems pretty good to me. But I think she's got to take the bench if they put her on the bench and be happy about it. Not happy about it, but at least be a team player. And again, we keep talking about this team. It seems like we really are. If anybody has any knowledge about what's going on with Geisselsutter, I would love to know. I don't know if she's just not being played. I think I heard Coach say that he's hoping there's an opportunity to play her, and it just hasn't been right. That's just kind of wild that she went from starter to off the bench to on the bench, staying there. And he also said that the new person we signed he's going to be looking to put her in too. So I'm pretty excited. Gutsy said that, I forget her name, the new player, but that she, someone could remind me, but that she's great, like just great in practice. So I'm really stoked about that. Would love to see that. What else we got? What do you guys want to talk about? I don't want to make this short, but nobody else is here with me unless somebody wants to come. If anybody wants to come on the show, I'll send you the link and you can join me. Yeah, I mean, Section 122, we're represented on this chat and on this podcast right now. And I would say we see it clear that she doesn't seem to be very aggressive out there. She's playing stand-up D, but you really don't see that real strength. And I don't know if anybody will agree with me or disagree, but she looks confused sometimes. Sometimes she looks right at us, like she's looking at the bench, but we get to see her looking at the coaching staff with a confused look, like, what am I supposed to do? And I would think that at this level, she would know what she has to do and who she has to guard. It kind of has confused me with Louisa. So I do hope she finds herself. I really, I like her. But right now, she really, I guess we all understand why she isn't starting. Okay, so who's our new center? Somebody tell me. I'll have to look it up myself. That's going to take me a lot of time. Okay. Where's the center? Bum 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 bum. No, she hasn't. She wasn't in the lineup, so I don't even know. Even though she was dressed. But Samuelson also hasn't been playing at all. I guess she's injured. If anybody knows, let me know. I heard that we're going to get around the halfway point of the season, and that's next game, I think. Isn't that next game? Halfway point. So we should be getting it soon. That's it. Is it Sanaya? Is that how it's pronounced? Sanaya? Again, at least Gutsy said she really is playing really, really strong. And what's great is if she plays well, we will have her, since she's a rookie last year, for 3 years at a very low price. So we have a long time to see how great she gets and how much we should pay her. I love how many rookies we have. I saw another thing that often now when we have our second team in, I mean, I don't know if it's called that, the second team, the team from the bench that comes in when the starters are all out, that often now they are all rookies, 100% rookies out there. And when I heard that, my thought was, well, even when our starters are out there, last year, 3 of them were rookies. So, or at least 2 of them were rookies. Sonaya. I don't know how it's pronounced either. I didn't know how Geisselsutter was pronounced. And then when she started playing and they said her name 100 times, then I did. So I guess we'll have to wait for her to play a bunch and we'll figure out how to pronounce her name. What do people think about our chances against Vegas? I'll tell you what I think. We're home. It's been really, really difficult on the road for us, but we just came off a win, and the rebounding Maybe it was just one game, but it looks better. I think Carla is better than she's ever been. I mean, she's ready to lead this team. BC is able to hit off balance shots better than she has been the whole year. I think that on any given night, Barker, as a beast, can be that beast. Gustafson can score 20 points if she can, do the pick and roll with late. And double E, Emily Ensler, I really love her. I know she's not really putting up the big numbers, but she's always seems to get that block or that steal or that deflection. Or she was the first one to finally make a basket and hit a three. She hit the first three against Seattle. And I just like her. And I like this starting five so much. I really do. I think we can beat the Aces. I'm going on record saying we're going to take the Aces this time on our home court. All right. I think it's amazing when Megan and Carla scream, but BC also screams. Whenever she hits a big shot, she screams. And what I also love is they chest butt each other. Like it's so, they're such great teammates. The whole team really. Barker is in there without a doubt. All of them, Emily Ensler, that they play with such passion for each other. I just love it. I love it. I'm realizing how much I miss it because it's been so long. I don't know if people know, but Kathy and I are not. We're going traveling. I'm going to be doing improv, a lot of improv shows in Edinburgh at Fringe this year. So I'm going to miss 5 games, and so we're coming back early from San Diego on another trip so that we don't miss any games, because that's enough games. That's enough games to miss. Yeah, maybe we can catch Vegas. Now, they haven't had A'ja Wilson, though, so I don't know. I'm so excited to see what happens. Oh, so excited. All right. Not a lot of people here, but I just want to remind everybody that my wife, Kathy, is going to be doing stand-up on the 12th. And it's a 20-minute set she'll have. And there are 2 other comedians. And I call her the headliner, but she tells me I'm wrong. She's not the headliner. But she might as well be. She's the funniest. I think she's the funniest. So anyway, that's going to be on July 12th at Portland Comedy Theater. I think I've sent the information to a bunch of people. If you have any questions, ask us. Also, you can talk to us on the 9th at the game. Hi, Andrea. How you doing? We got to get you on the show, too. I think you would be hard at first, but you would enjoy it. But all 3 of you have said no to me. So I'm not going to push too hard, but it would be great. It'd be great to have you on the show here. Oh, it would be great if you would come. And if you're busy Sunday, you come Saturday when I'm doing some improv. But my improv it's risky improv. I'll be playing the guitar, another guy will be playing mandolin, and we'll be making up lyrics and then doing scenes based on the lyrics, and then more songs based on the scenes. So it might not go that well, but Kathy is always funny with her stand-up, and this is the first time she's doing 20 minutes. I think her record is 14. So this is super, super exciting. No hosting, says Jeremiah. I know. Hosting is I'm not enjoying it right now because it's just me. When I have my brother on, it's really easy because we take turns. I can look up some stats. When I'm alone, it's not nearly as much fun. But what are you gonna do? It's just me right now. Let's see. Yeah, it'd be great if you could come to support Kathy. That'd be wonderful. And it's no drink minimum or anything. It's like $20, but there's no forced alcohol. And actually, the drinks, the food, the alcohol, it's pretty inexpensive. That's not how they make their money there. So please. Oh, look, I'm getting how much is the improv event? It's inexpensive, I think. I'm not sure. It might be $20. It might be $20. But I could probably give you a code or something if you ask me to get you in a little bit less. I could look into that. If the money is an issue, I could probably get a discount on the comedy. Kathy's comedy, I can't, but on my improv, I can usually, since I'm in the show. But this is kind of an outside guy put it together, so I have to see if he's willing. He's a pretty famous improviser. What he does, it's called three play, and and there's three different acts. We're up first or second, I think. I think he's up last. And what he does is a one-person musical improv scene. So for a half an hour, he's just one person playing multiple parts as a musical. So it's really incredible. So I'm super stoked to see what he does. I haven't seen him before, but what he does is he has a show called Three Play where he invites two other narrative teams, improv teams, to perform with him. Narrative just means we tell a story. I really appreciate the support. What do you mean no code? Why no code? I don't understand. I could get a code maybe. I might be able to get a code. I will find out. And one thing that's interesting about that show is that my kids will be at that improv show and at my wife's stand-up, and my kids' spouses. So I'll have 4 of the 6. The chosen children can't make it because they live very far away in Madison, Wisconsin. But my daughter and her wife in Tucson will be coming, and my daughter and her husband from Seattle will be coming down. So if you want to meet him, you will be able to. I'm also trying to play the early show on Saturday, but I didn't sign up. I don't know why I didn't sign up. So now, because I didn't sign up, I have to hope someone else drops out. It is someone's special day. I become even older on Saturday, July 11th. I do. I forgot about that. That's why my kids are coming down. Spend the birthday with me. And another thing we're going to do, if anybody wants to join us, is on Saturday, we're going to go to the sports bra for lunch to watch the game. So we're going to watch the Fire game at the bra. And people want to come down, that'd be awesome as well, to watch the road game on that day. See, Jeremiah, if you came on as co-host just for 30 seconds, you could sing me happy birthday, like right now on the air. I know that's not going to happen. I don't know. So my wife doesn't do as much as I do, but she's going to do it this year. She's going to have a really big birthday in San Diego because she has a divisible by 5 number. When I have my big divisible by 5 number, I'm going to have a really big party here in Portland, and I'm excited. So hopefully you all come to that. Hopefully we'll all be season ticket holders at the time and still know each other. I hope so. I love the community. It's so exciting. Yeah. Bring Max. You can bring your other Max. You have 2 Maxes. Hey, you want to hear something that happened to me? I don't know what to do about it, because one thing that I really enjoy is the Portland Fire Fan Central thing. And I posted a video that I did for YouTube, but I posted the raw footage, the MP4, to that Facebook channel where it talked about Carla Late being awesome, player of the week. And that was before the win. That was after the loss. And on it, because it was for YouTube, I mentioned at the beginning that if you sign up, then you'll know live when this is happening. And so they banned me for self-promotion. And it was just that I used the same video. I wasn't really thinking. It was more about just putting the Carla Alley thing out there. Anyway, I'm banned. So I can't read. I can't even read what people are saying. I feel like I spend a good hour a day reading what other fans are saying and enjoying it. Anyway, it has made me sad. So hopefully they'll release me. I don't even know how to get that done, but I'm in purgatory or whatever right now on that channel. I'm going to sing you happy birthday. So I just have to remember. Let me write this down. 27th. I'm going to be in. No, it's the day before I leave for London. Awesome. I'll even be here. I won't have to sing from London to you. Me too, Allie. I love it. I do. You know, when we did this, we didn't expect, first of all, Kathy and I have worn COVID masks really until the season began. Like when we see Broadway plays, we see movies, we wear them, we travel, we wear them anytime we're in a big crowd. And we brought them to the game, and it was so exciting that we didn't put them on. It's the first time Kathy in 6 years didn't wear a mask. Like I've sometimes not worn, but she has always worn. So we still wear on airplanes. But the reason she did it is just the community was so intense, and the screaming and high-fiving people, and it just became so amazing, you know, that she took the mask off. Now, just when we fly, when we travel, we still wear the masks. But it really was that community that did it for her. It was super unexpected. We didn't know that's what you get out of being a season ticket holder. But now it seems empty to think of seeing a game not in our section. You know, we would miss so much. And of course, Jeremiah, when they got upgraded, they came back instead so they could be with the section. So there you go. What did you do? What happened? That is true, but I think it's okay to boo the refs. You should have heard them on the soccer game, the football game today. Wow, a lot of ref booing. But the refs are so bad. I read a big article, I don't know if other people saw it, about the reffing in the league. And the refs from the NBA make a lot more because there's a lot more budget. And so they take that gig. They take that gig instead of taking the WNBA gig. And the college, I think, pays more too. I'm not exactly sure about that, but there's also the NCAA. And so the unions of the refs, the NBA and WNBA, are different unions. Otherwise, you could have NBA refs reffing WNBA games, you know, and double dipping, right? But the unions won't allow that. So the best refs go ref in the NBA because they make more money. It's just ridiculous. So we're like, by definition, getting the bottom of the ref class. They go to the same class, but we're getting, how is that right? I just think I hate it. Okay, it was when you said I was going to sing. What did I do? Hey, is there a game on the 27th? We can have the whole section singing. I don't think there is. I think you're lucky. And then we're out of here on the 28th. We're heading to London first, and then from London to Edinburgh for the shows. I'm so excited. It's really bucket list for me to perform at Fringe in Edinburgh. 4 short form shows, which are super fun. Audiences love it. Guaranteed laughter. And then 3 musical shows, which aren't as guaranteed, but they're, oh my God, so exciting to make up songs. Yeah, they're definitely trying to clean up the fouls. So it's inconsistent, but the problem is that they're making bad calls, and I guess they're inundated. They have a like you're allowed to send clips in to show how bad it is, and they're just getting inundated with clips that show how bad they are. Like, it is bad. They are bad. They had one, I forget which was Dallas game, where Dallas came back and won. I forget against who or the specifics, but there were 3 in the last 2 minutes and last minute, 3 reviewed calls. Like, the rest got wrong, but the clips showed it, and the league said it was true. 3 bad calls that all contributed to them losing the game or Dallas winning the game. So it's just bad. They're just bad. And they are trying to change how they call, but you got to still have the skills of being a ref. So I don't know what's going to happen. We need better refs. I will tell you about the shows. briefly. There's something called short form. Those like 3 to 5 minute scenes, like on Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's a different gimmick, a different suggestion, different suggestions. Those are super audience pleasing. It's like nonstop laughter on those shows. And we do that at 7:00 Fridays and Saturdays here in Portland. I'm not in every show. I have a life. I see games. Fire games go above doing improv these days. And then I have another organization I perform with, so sometimes I miss those games. But 7 to 9, 7:00 on Friday and Saturday, we always do the shows. And this is the short form, guaranteed funny, guaranteed laughter. And then at 9:00 and it's also okay for kids, like any age will laugh and love it. Old people will laugh and love it. At 9:00, we do more. It's 18 and over. Yeah, it's not disgusting or anything, but it is 18 and over at 9:00. And those are all different kind of shows that are harder for improvisers, but not as funny from the audience, but maybe more interesting for the audience. They might not laugh as much. You might say, "Holy cow, how did they do that?" And so I'll be in one of those, as I said, on my birthday, 9:00. We just went to an improv battle last weekend. Super fun. Yeah, that's probably a Curious comedy. They do an improv battle, I believe. Curious. So I'm with 2 different clubs. One club is Portland Comedy Theater, which the main show they do at 7:00 Fridays and Saturdays is called Comedy Sports. 2 teams doing improv against each other. Portland Comedy Theater, you could look it up, on Google Maps. It's on Hoyt and 16th, between Hoyt and Gleason on Hoyt and Gleason. Yeah, on 16th. And it's right under Ace Hardware. So it's called a daylight basement, which I didn't call it that in New York when I was growing up. So it's a basement, but it's above ground partially. So there are windows. It's a fantastic space. Super recommend it very highly. That's where Kathy is performing on Sunday, the day after my birthday. She's doing her stand-up. That's at the Portland Comedy Theater on Sundays, second Sunday of each month. They do a show, a comedy stand-up show. They're always changing what shows they're doing, but second Sunday is always stand-up, and Kathy was invited to do the show. And then I also do shows at Funhouse Lounge. Those are scripted. They do scripted shows, which I don't do. I'm too old to memorize things. And they do improv shows, which I do tons of. And we just closed an improvised Clue where we pick out characters, different colors out of a hat. So we don't know what we're going to be. And then we go backstage, dress in those colors, and come out and improvise the game of Clue. Somebody gets murdered, the person in black. They come back as the detective later and solve it. And we're just making it up. And that's super funny. But we just closed that. And now that theater, Funhouse Lounge, is doing the Golden Girls live, where they take 2 real episodes of the Golden Girls, but they reenact it. They pay royalties and reenact it word for word live. And it's men in drag playing all the parts. It is super funny. Anyway, that goes for 5 or 6 weeks, and then I'll be doing improv again. We do in January, Star Trek Next Generation, the musical. That's my favorite. I play Picard sometimes, Worf sometimes, Data sometimes, Wesley, whoever they ask me to play, I play. It changes every time I show up. Then we were doing Scooby-Doo meets the Saw. It's called Murder Mystery Machine. The Scooby-Doo characters. I don't like to play anybody but Shaggy or the townspeople. I love playing the townspeople. And what it is, it's Scooby-Doo meets the Saw. So they actually do get killed. Scooby actually gets killed usually. So because it's a real horror movie, and the Scooby-Doo gang doesn't realize that for a while. Anyway, I'll let you know about it. The next show is Kathy's stand-up on Sunday, my improv Sunday at 9, Saturday at 9 on my birthday. Those are the two next ones coming up. And then probably the week after, I'll be doing a show as well. Yeah, if you want, I can send you some clips of me as Picard, making up some songs on the fly, or me as Worf. Just let me know if you're interested in that. All right, so we're way off topic right now. I can call it. I can make it so. I can call it an evening right now, unless you have a specific thing you want me to ramble about. We talked about the game coming up and how I think we're going to win. I'm calling it right now. 89-86. That's it. 89-86. We're going to beat the Aces. So that's my prediction. This is, by the way, going to be on YouTube forever. So you could look back and make fun of me if that doesn't happen. 89-86. Fire over the Aces. Big games from all 5 starters. But late and BC going to steal the show. That's what we're going to see. All right. And then the All-Star predictions. Next year, late. Next year, late makes the All-Star team. That's my predictions. All right. I'm going to call it. Thank you so much. For those of you that stuck with me the whole show, I really appreciate it. And I will see you next Monday at 8 p.m. where we will all be fired up.